Alright, so these are my very first shots with this P45. I have not fired a single round with this gun yet. All I gotta say is so far in my hands, this thing feels phenomenal. It's fully ambidextrous, controls on both sides, mag release, slide stop, the whole bit, which I absolutely love being left-handed. As well, it's a polymer frame with a metal sleeve inside of it. So you're getting the nice polymer, you're also getting the strength of steel inside there. I'm gonna show you guys a little later when I get inside, because on the planet Hoth here, it sucks to be outside. So I'm gonna just do some shooting here. First rounds, I'll give you guys my impression of it. Then we'll go inside, I'll go over some of the more detailed bits about this pistol, because this is fairly unique compared to other 45s. All right. Oh yeah, did I mention that it's 10 round magazine? This pistol is absolutely a joy to shoot for a 45. I've shot 1911s, which I like because they got a lot of heft to them. They're really heavy. There's not a lot of recoil. I went from that to an HK 45 and I absolutely hated it. I have normal size hands. The HK's frame is for larger hands. The 1911 as well, it's a big gun. This is a little bit smaller. It does have some 1911 features to it, which I do enjoy, but as far as a 45 goes, even in just my first 20 rounds, I'm gonna say that this is my favorite 45 I've shot so far. I got 100 rounds with me. I'm gonna use them all up to date just to be sure that I'm not just tooting Grand Power's horn in the first 20 shots, because I mean, to really enjoy and figure out a gun, I think you need to put a few rounds downrange. So one of the things that I noticed almost immediately when shooting this gun was the felt recoil. It's a little bit snappier than a 1911 just because it's got the polymer frame. But compared to some of the other guns out there, because of the rotating barrel, the felt recoil is considerably less. Instead of having the barrel actually flip up, it's just rotating. So that is gonna drastically reduce your recoil because you're actually physically not flipping up the gun just to chamber the next round. If you're wondering why I'm missing so much, I'm actually shooting at 35 yards right now, which is a fairly long shot. I mean, my target's not exactly a dime or anything. It's a really small IPSC style steel target from shootsteel.com. But this gun just resets really nicely, which I'm really digging this thing, and I'm dreading now ever shooting it. Just because I know once I'm done these videos with this thing, I have to return it. Because I think I could actually replace some of the guns that I have in my collection with something like this. But who am I kidding? You never replace a gun, you just get more. The trigger, the last few shots I was doing there, I was just kind of playing around with the trigger. It's a really nice break. I'm not exactly sure on the weight. It's a double action, single action gun. So if I hammer down, there you go, and back, and then if I reset it, it is a beautiful reset. It feels like a 3-pound trigger maybe. I'm gonna check out the specs on their website and I'll be sure, and then I'll get back to you guys on that. All right, so that's all the ammo that I brought with me today. That's 100 rounds. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any more. I'm gonna have to go get some because this gun is a joy to shoot. I think it's actually one of the best shooting pistols I've ever shot. So, and I've always hated 45s. I'll just get that out there right now. I've never been a fan of the 45. This gun itself is just absolutely phenomenal to shoot. My favorite gun for the last few years has been my Sig Sauer P226 Scorpion Elite. And I'm gonna say that this is probably a better shooter than the Sig is.